Okay. Let's get it going. Little evening grind. Might not be a long stream, but we'll do something. We'll do a little something. And that'll be fine. Little 85 plus Berserker grind. Alright. Let's go. I think we were kind of making some decent progress last time we were doing this, so pick it up. Gonna walk a little bit. Go from there. Okay. I guess I don't really need to walk in here. Gotta wake up. I like this game. I'm loving it, man. Loving it. Super fun. Which one are we working on? I think it was this one. That's the one we need. Yeah, super fun. No PvP in this game though, no. Nope. But real nice little PvE grind. And I like action RPG games. Oh yeah. We'll do this one. And then that one. Just keep hammering. Get us some big XP, big loot, get warmed up for the night. But no, it's just a nice little grindy game. Beastmaster Berserker, is that a mage class? It is not. Not a mage class. Hey! What's going on with my controller? What's going on? I want to use my controller for this. What? It restarted my music? Okay, I was like, what the heck? Xbox trying to control my Spotify, but not my video game, huh? That's not what we're looking for. What is this? This is an arena? Okay. So we've been rolling with this build, which has been fun. We have some cool options moving forward. We can switch him over from bleed into crit, which would be one cool thing to do. And there's also like some low life builds that I've been interested in. And somebody asked me what a build would look like without a pet. And I was like, what would that look like? What would I play? So I got to doing some research. I found a really cool build with Earthquake. That looks like a lot of fun, so we definitely have some options on terms of where to take this character. One thing that I'm kind of annoyed by is for whatever reason, I blame chat, opted to make this guy like solo, like self-found, like character found, which means he doesn't, even though I'm offline, which means he doesn't share a stash with the rest of even my offline characters. And if I made him, eventually you can turn him into this account found character, but he will lose his stash. And even though it's my first character, so I'd rather his stuff just become my account guy. But I understand why it wouldn't work that way. But so that's a little bit annoying, but we'll see. The main thing is we have some cool options on how to lead him forward. That's cool. What this? What are you talking about, Ryan? You're mostly interested in watching. Well, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. No worries. More mixed on it? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Kind of. There we go. Let's see. Let's keep hammering these. Now I get to play what I want to play, and that's fine. No worries. So the game nice. Yeah, it's fun. 2 arenas in a row. Cool. Yeah, this is a very, like, not elegant build. There's some really cool builds that you can do in this game. And this one's, like, working just fine. Like I said, it's just not very elegant. Like, all I'm doing is just whacking stuff with a basic attack. But when it comes to, like, just making, like, a self-made build, as someone who's new to the game, it's kind of nice to see that you can kind of take it this far into the game, right? It can basically take me through all the story stuff. And so once we finish the story stuff, I probably will make like a little guide on it before I do any kind of respecking. Just to show you guys, like, you know, what we've done if you want to play something like it. It's a nice, smooth, easy leveling class that you can use to farm up for kind of, you know, some of your early endgame builds. Your first kind of, you know, real builds. But I don't know, we'll see how far this one goes. It's working fine. But I do imagine there will be some points at which it begins to not feel quite as strong. Because we're really only just doing one thing, which is being a fast attacking, bleed stacking, relatively tanky dude, you know? But when mobs start doing just way more damage, it could be kind of tricky. Controller's fine, yeah. I still would do my inventory management with my keyboard and mouse, but that's what I did in Diablo too, so kind of the same thing. Made your own build. I did play Elite before launch. That was a while ago. Yeah, it's fun though. It's good to be able to do that. It's a good thing. You can kind of make your own build and take it, you know, pretty far into the end game, and then adjust. You know, do different stuff if you want to. Arena Key of Memory. Wait, what? Arena Key of Memory? What's that? Yeah, so again, I don't know how long we're gonna stream tonight, but we'll walk and talk and game a little bit. Yeah. Well, my resists are pretty good, but I mean, I just mean like, eventually, you know, mobs get like super buff damage, right? They can start like critting you really hard, and your resists alone are not going to save you from that. You have to start getting like crit immune, but maybe that's part of the resist, like, you know, resisting critical strikes, right? Either not being able to be crit at all, or reducing the damage you take from crits, which I don't have yet. We have a teeny bit of like damage reduction, and then just a ton of regen. Right, we don't have that stuff yet, which probably isn't a big deal right now, but eventually, yeah. It's the kind of thing that can hold you back eventually. Got some munching on something. We'll get some more XP tonight, make some gains. It's all passive talent stuff. Is it? I don't know if I have that on this character, but you can definitely get it on gear. And that may become important, we'll find out. As you get more and more insane gears, interesting things happen. Got one tap on the Warlock, oof. Rip. Rip. Yeah, we're not playing hardcore, but this character is on a, like I was saying, he is on an island. Being a character found. I guess at some point you can make it so that, like, once it becomes unbugged, you could move this character to account found. And I just have to grind up gold to buy stash tabs again. And I feel like you would lose your gold. If you don't lose like your crafting mats, that's kind of cool, but you do lose your stash and stuff, so that I have to really consider that. But most of the stuff in my stash is just junk anyway, so probably doesn't really matter, right? We'll see. Maybe I'd make another like character found character and then transfer them over and then see what happened. Do this everything custom at all? Yeah, it might be worth it though. If I actually wanted to make alts and have like an account that we're brewing in offline mode, and maybe eventually we'll be able to play online reliably. But I'm fine with playing a game like this offline. That's fine. And honestly, every single character being character found could be a way to play. Every character's on their own adventure. You kind of have that like the satisfaction of the grind on every single character, all new. I mean, that's cool, but I feel like even if I wanted to transfer this guy over, it could be worth, because then you just grind up new stuff, you know? But yeah, first, I made him character found, not fully understanding the implications, but I was like, I want to make sure I'm Circle of Fate, and for some reason, somebody in chat was suggesting that you couldn't do Circle of Fate if you weren't, like, character found or something like that. So, like, whatever. But now I'm like, well, it would have been nice to kind of have a shared inventory offline. But whatever. Yeah, no, it's nice to have, like, juicy gear. You find something really cool for a different class. It's like, oh, that gets you excited to level it, you know, but maybe not that big of a deal, huh? Whatever. The reason I always enjoy watching you is create some character by doing some insane melee damage build. Yeah, like physical damage, yep. All streamers like to spam mages or arrows, but I love melee just like you, so I watch it all day. Yeah, good. Good. You and me both, bro. I'm just kind of playing the kind of character that I wanna play. And I know I'm not the only one, so I'm glad to hear that you like watching. Yeah, you can definitely count on me to try to make some kind of physical damage guy. Although I will say, one of the sort of potential paths of progression for this character is basically dropping this cat and going Earthquake instead, which is technically a spell, but it's like a gigantic AoE slam, and then you do a lot of damage with the aftershocks, which is kind of cool. We'll see. Yeah, I just don't really need to play like multiplayer on this guy. I'm pretty happy just playing. Like, you don't have to worry about even just like lag. Like, you're not gonna lag. Unless, like, you know, your PC is having issues or whatever, but we got the Origin PC, so we don't usually have to worry about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, melee shaman for AoE stuff could be fun, yeah, definitely. Yep. Well, thanks, Salad. We'll keep it going, bro. I do think that there was gonna be a point where this build kind of caps out. But we'll see. We will see. And that's what I mean, is like, I actually want to like find out. I want to see how far it can go. But thanks, man. It does feel kind of like the barbarian, like Ren Barbarian. Pop some buffs and attack real fast and just shred. Which is pretty much what I was looking for out of this guy. But I do think that like a Earthquake with this dude would be really fun too. Because I wanted to try the low health stuff. Or low life, I mean. So you have like a huge amount of ward as like your effective HP pool. And then you have all these talents that like make things happen when you're at low life, right? Like I could do a ward setup with this and my cat would be insane. One of the issues though is that like so much of my defense is like insane health regen, and I think you actually don't really want that much health regen with a ward setup, right? So, because ward is like getting coming from like a percentage of your HP being lost, it then gets filled in by ward. And so if you're reaching a ton of HP, you're not really losing that much HP, so the ward ends up not being that good, I think is the issue. But I do some damage at low life, and my cat does too. So I could do it with this build maybe, but it makes more sense to do it just with the Earthquake build. Because then with the Earthquake build, you're also like using an axe that gives you intelligence per strength. So you stack a ton of strength, use the axe, and you get a ton of intelligence too, which scales spell damage and scales your ward retention. So yeah, kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. I talk about Warrior and WoW. I think Warrior and WoW is fine. I'm just enjoying playing other games. Because with WoW, it's like I love WoW, but I don't really have much arena to do these days, unfortunately, and I don't like sitting around in solo shuffle queues, so I'd rather just play a new game that's fun for me. I don't know, some people think that, like, I don't know. You guys might only want to watch me play WoW, but it's not the only game that I like to play. I love playing these kind of games, so having a new one to work on is really fun for me. I'm having a really good time with it. Or temporary HP, you need ward per second and ward attention stabilize? Yeah, so having a ton of HP regen is actually bad. But HP regen on this character is huge. And so it's really good for him. So I'm probably not going to do ward stuff until we actually swap over to Earthquake, and I don't think I'm going to do that for a while. Again, I kind of want to see how long this lasts. You actually like watching me play the games? Well, that's awesome. Glad to have you here. Love to see that. Yeah, it's fun for me to have a game that's just kind of like just effortlessly fun to log in and have fun with. I think WoW takes a lot of effort, and sometimes, in some ways, just gotta kind of sit around and wait for either arena or solo shuffle. Then you have to like be on your game, and for this I can just like kind of chill and chat and just have a good time smashing and making gains. So I want HP regen to float around 40%ish. Okay. Right now, let me see if can I actually look at this at the stat. Let me see. Just sitting around. I don't know where it shows it. I don't know. Anyway, my HP regen stacks up to a ton. A ton. You can't change left correct move? No, you can't. I don't know why. That would make it much more comfortable for me personally, but I also kind of like using a controller. I do kind of worry that a controller may not be precise enough to fight like really big bosses, just because leap is kind of like you just leap in a direction. And I guess I could get used to it, but it doesn't feel as precise as like clicking somewhere and being able to leap really far. 40% of your max HP. Oh, let's see what I'm understanding. Yeah, I think I have the pieces that I need to at least create the HP deficit. Like I have the experimental gloves that take my HP off, and I think I have the exsanguinous chest piece. It's still gonna be a while before we do that. It's just that's an exciting build like pivot or maybe even swap that we can do. But no, it is kind of a pivot because all I'm really doing is like I'm changing gear around, and I will change my masteries and stuff, but I'd still be using swipe as like my generator. We'd be dumping with Earthquake, but I'd still be using, you know, swipe, leap, Warcry, and Frenzy Totem, so that's cool. But yeah, we need the Cleaver solution, and I need to then figure out how to get all my resist the way we need them to be, but this build will let me farm for that gear, which is good. Right now I'm more interested in playing this than Diablo 4 right now. Everybody's clear screens, yeah. And it's like big stacking. That's why I was clearing that whole thing for the XP. Like big stacking like dots, which is cool. Or eventually, like what I could do with this is I eventually could transition this build to crit if we wanted to, and similarly you could transition Earthquake to crit as well. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, we gotta just stay on the grind. Let's see if there's anything neat here. Not really. Not really. It's fine though. Keep pumping. Yep. I think this game is having like a big positive contribution to the ARPG genre. What's up, Enrique? Get it going. And Nomadic, thanks for the raid, bro. Sorry, raids don't easily pop up in the chat that I actually look at because my it's like a combined chat. But thank you, man. I just saw it. Appreciate it, dude. But yeah, this game is definitely contributing very positively to the ARPG genre, in my opinion. And it's a great start, and it's got, like, you know, like all those ARPG games like Diablo 4, I mean, even got a lot of room to grow and progress. But I like its combination of, like, complexity and approachability. I think D4 is, like, super approachable and not, like, super complex. And, PoE is like ultra complex, like really like cool, You have tons of options, but it can be a little bit overwhelming. This game's like in between, I think. I think games are just popping off in general. The reason I was clearing that Echo is because it had the plus, had a really high plus XP and rarity on it. I don't think you always need to clear it. It just had a lot of juice in that one. But the crafting is great. I like the endgame system with the monoliths so far. You have like big dungeons that give you cool stuff. Build diversity seems neat so far. Like you make some crazy cool builds. Like again, like I've just been like taking a look at build guides. 'Cause I like to look at build guide stuff. I like to see what like primalists can do. Just for ideas for the future and stuff. And the build that I'm playing right now is fine, but it's very like very straightforward compared to some like builds with like cascading effects, like this causes this and whatnot. This just walking up and chopping, but I'm kind of a noob, so having like a kind of a newbie build makes sense. But yeah, like even that like earthquake thing seems really fun, and it's cool because I wanted to try some kind of ward thing too. So how goes my build? It's actually going pretty good. I would still say that my build is like very newbie. It's a very like beginner build, but it's fine. It's taken me to, you know, all the way to where you can start doing the 100 corruptions, you know, and that's good. But we're definitely gonna need to get our defenses buffed a little bit. We need a lot more HP. This is a dumb question. Are you still able to auto cast these? Somebody mentioned like auto casting abilities, like in a guide from a long time ago. Is that even a thing? How do you do that? Oh, numlock trick. Gotcha. Okay. It's not like a feature in the game that you can enable. I don't know all the numlock trick, by the way, but it's just something. It's just like external to the game. Gotcha. Yeah, my build is big rip and attack speed and a little bit of bleed stacking, teeny bit of poison. Not really, not really poison. It's just like it just happens because of talents that I take. The main thing we're doing is attacking really fast, regenerating a ton of HP, and putting bleeds up. And it's kind of working, but I think we will eventually transition to something else when we get the gear for it. So what is the numlock trick? Can you TLDR it for me? I've heard about it before from Diablo 3, I think it was what it was. Unique helps my build? Yeah. Well, this one in particular, I don't know. There might be good uniques for this build. But I didn't really plan this like ahead of time with like uniques and stuff with gear. I just was like, this looks cool. I'm gonna try this. But there are uniques that I'm searching for another build. Because the earthquake primalist versus BM thing looks badass. It has a lot of things that I want, which is like a little bit more AoE, more damage, but also I want to try out like a low life ward setup. And it looks like it's pretty easy to do, and Beastmaster benefits from it in a particularly like kind of cool way, so I wanted to try that. Change your keybind that you want to autocast something on numpad. Then you press and hold that button, then press numlock. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's neat. Oof. Yeah, I feel like having it just autocast my totem would be fine. I don't think I need to be full clearing these, but the XP just visually just looks so juicy, being like 112% or whatever. That's cool though. But yeah, I don't know. There's probably uniques out there that are good for my build, but I've made this build being a noob. I just didn't know what was available. But I know a couple things to look out for now. I suppose some of that is just like knowing what prophecies to look for. Sometimes you just gotta just have stuff drop in to see what it is. Speaking of which, I might very quickly hop into the observatory. Go get some prophecies going, like start looking for some one-handed axes to see if I can get the cleaver solution. Because that is one essential element of
just on my way to amend the record.
Of this thingy.
How can I help you?
Interesting. I want one of those. Oops, sorry. Oh, you can just like spam buy them, huh? Interesting. I kind of want it to be like monoliths. How high is high corruption? How high are we talking? I haven't done any of the like the arena or anything yet, which it does sound like fun to me. When we're talking about high corruption, how high are we talking? And how many uses of this can you have? Is it just there forever? I actually don't mind having one of like both of them. 150 corruption? Yeah, that's too much. 160 corruption? I'm still not able to do that one. No, I'm talking about just like within the context of this. I mean, whatever. I think you can have a lot of these, right? I think it's probably a little bit self-troll to have two of these in there. Can I go get another one of these and have two one-handed axe droppers? Yeah, no, target farming with prophecies is really cool. I like this a lot about this game.
Just on my way to amend the record. How can I help you?
Let me put this on my bank or something. I kind of just want to farm monoliths right now. So again, it might be in my best interest to just the monolith thing. I'm just gonna put this in the keys for now. I don't mind two-handed axes dropping, but I don't think that I'm gonna be finding unique two-handed axes that are that good for me. Death of a boss. I'm not like real thrilled about that, but we'll do the lightless dungeon eventually, won't we? Not being very nice to me right now. How frequently do I fight this shade of Orobus? Huh. Which one? I think I'm doing Follow the Outcast right now, right? That one. Tier 4 arena, holy moly. That's a rare enemy in a dungeon, sure. Why not? You do 2 mono boss and then Shade Gotcha. Okay. I need some gloves. I don't know if I really need unique gloves, but I need body armor too. I almost want to take this just to, like, get rid of it, but... Where's my axes? Chronomancer in tier 2? Oh, jeez. Lag on? Oh, jeez. Death of a rare in Arbor at all? Okay. And Soulfire, okay. We're getting a lot of axes now. Sanctum of the Architect. Is that a dungeon? What's the deal with that? Is that like campaign? Where does that come from? Need to farm more exalted stuff? Yeah. I do feel you on that one. Like, maybe we should do this. And finally get the Shade of Orbis. Although I think we do need we really need to get those axes. Go for lag on the story. Right, do I just go back and kill her? Or is she part of like the mono timeline? We could stack so many Death of Orbis thingies. Okay, I'll just put her. I'll just do that. That's fine. That's so cool that you can just use these and they're just there. Just go back and kill her. Really? Is she like leveled up? She's just like kind of weak sauce. Just gonna get beat down. All right, I guess we'll do that twice. Tier 4 dungeon? You kidding me? Jeez Louise. Alright. Feels like that's about as much as we're gonna get out of that one. Some T2 dungeons, man. Those are gonna be tough. Spooky. Alright. Good stuff. Back to work. Let's see. Where does she hang out? Can I like go to my prophecies and like click it and have it send me to where I gotta go? Because that would be awfully convenient. That'd be so nice. If I click the key, you can? The key? Which key? Oh, no. I thought it was out here, but it doesn't appear to be. Oh, there it is. Alright. Is the game as hard as PoE? I don't think so yet. No. Is it like here? I don't want to do it in this thing. Because I feel like if it drops, it could drop without like, it could drop without LP, right? And that would be not good. Let's just go back to work. Follow the outcasts. Probably good. Yeah, I don't wanna like troll myself. If you can clear empowered models, T2 don't should be pretty easy. Yeah, you think so? We'll find out. I have to say, like we were already progged a little bit on this. Bounce to say. Anyway, infinite scaling. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think it's quite as hard as PoE, but PoE's difficulty sometimes comes in the form of just like being a little bit like hard to figure out on some stuff. Alright, let's just keep working. Enough futzing around with... I just wanted to make sure I got some of the prophecies, like, spent, you know? And we did, so. Yeah, we gotta go get in the arena and, like, do some dungeons and stuff, I guess, but... I like the Monolith grind, that's fun. But them dungeons gonna be tough, huh? Not, I mean, I'm sure, like, that's not that bad, but... Oh, man, that avalanche used to destroy me. Still looking pretty, pretty sketch. Yeah, the first time I got into the Frosty Zone, we were getting owned. So this is like, you know... This is more like what it should be like. More what I'm used to. This is more what it should feel like, though, I think. We're hanging in there, though. A little weirdy build. I'm sure this game has some one-shot mechanics to it as well once the mobs get enough modifiers, right? Start beating you down. No thanks. Frenzy totem him down, bro. Those little baby leaves, come on now. Just chopping. Someone with a legacy gearing got a character with 300k ward. That's a lot of ward. That's a lot of ward. You have no idea. Oh, about what? This game's BS one-shots? Or how powerful mobs can be? I don't. It's nice. It's fun to be a noob. No. We're gonna try to get a little bit more health pool so we can avoid those one-shots too. We're gonna try. Getting some more endurance thresholds, some more armor if we need it. The crit immune thing. Yeah, once we get that life regen ramped up, we become a little bit durable. I like to imagine. Just kind of just slowly chop everything down. Yeah, one-shot stuff is just not that fun. It's getting owned. What I appreciate that I haven't really seen much of yet is I haven't really seen a lot of like on death or after death mechanics for mobs yet. Because that stuff is just straight up annoying and troll. You kill an enemy and then they explode and it kills you. It's like, come on, man. Come on, dude. We don't need all that. You run out of that? I feel like... yeah, like PoE is probably like the worst about it. Yeah, I unfortunately I think D4 got, you know, they incorporated some of that too. Whack. That was supposed to they die. Yeah, it's whack. That right there, yeah. I haven't seen too much of it, thankfully. That avalanche continued to cast though. I don't like that either. That XP is slowing down real nice though, isn't it? At this point, oh my gosh. And I guess we could do our first like Orbis tomorrow, huh? You don't think Earthquake is viable early game? No, I do think it's viable early game. I just didn't start that build. Earthquake was a build that I was curious about, and then I looked up like builds with like Earthquake, and like it turns out that there's a guy who made a build guide for Earthquake for Beastmaster that also uses low life and ward, which is something I was also interested in. So that build's like, oh yeah, this looks awesome. So that's something that I'm like gonna work towards. But no, you can, I think you can like start that and level with that too. So I mean, I could even do that as like my first online character, or like start up my like account like characters with that, because this guy's kind of, again, he's just character found, but I can do like account found with that build too, and just kind of see how it goes from the beginning if I wanted to. But I think I'll just play this guy and transition him into that, and that'll be fine. But my first experience with this game, I just wanted to make my own build. Like, not look at any guides or anything like that, and just do something that looked cool and see how it went. And it has taken me all the way to here, which is awesome. And we haven't like hit a wall or anything. We're dying to those dragons, but that's mostly because I'm just like standing in their attacks. Definitely not capped on the build by any means, but I think from what I've heard, like just about any build can probably do like 200 corruption. And then you may need to kind of like tighten things up a little bit. But I mean, I still have like a blue belt on. I still have like a blue chest on, so like my gear is really bad. We've done like no optimization, so we definitely have room to grow, you know? Before we need to like re-roll the build because the build's getting capped out, right? We just need... Oh, that's a big boy. We just need to like get better loot and play a little better probably. This big boy's gonna get chopped up though. It still gets the job done. That's cool. That was the ambush, huh? Ain't scared of you. The earthquake is definitely on our menu. There's a couple things that we might want though. Relic and an offhand catalyst. Ew. Ew. That's 2 LP. Doesn't give me all this stuff. What is this? What is all this junk? All this necromancer stuff. Weird. Weird indeed. You interested in this stuff at all? I don't think so. Oops. Okay. I think all this stuff is junk. Need plus swipe on those things? Nope. It's big life leech. I don't know if I would ever actually put life leech on something though. Do I really have something? My idols are bad too. We'll work on that. Alright dudes, this is a short stream today, but I want to go to bed a little bit earlier than staying up super late and get some rest so we can have a good stream tomorrow. But it's 11, that's a good time to shut her down. I'm having a lot of fun though. I'm very excited for this build, but like I said, I don't want to be on stream too late tonight because I want to try to get some food, get some rest, and still have like an early start to our week and not just have like schedule drift coming off the weekend. This guy's good though. Got him level 87, still pumping, still having a great time. Looking forward to tomorrow. Look at our armor is elite, right on the dot. Nice. And tomorrow, first thing I think I'll do like a quick little overview of the build, like just basically like just passives and skills, and then that'll give me kind of like a save point. Like this build got us through, and 2 level 100 corruption monoliths. All the leveling, all the campaign, everything, beautiful. And then we can continue to mess around and experiment, potentially even with upheaval. That's kind of one of the next things I want to do. Maybe switch out the Sabertooth for upheaval. So kind of like bleed and whatnot we can do. Should be kind of fun. Kind of fun. Very fun, potentially. But either way, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the love. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for the gym, and then hopefully a nice long session of Last Epoch after that. So make sure you guys follow the stream. If you enjoy, you can also check me out on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that, !social. And if you love the stream, want to sub to the stream, that'd be sweet too. But either way, we'll see you guys tomorrow for more games and gains. Thanks for watching, dudes. Peace.